All right. Number 2. If you have a large amount of a 10 molar sulfuric acid solution and you need 125 milliliters of a 1.25 molar sulfuric acid solution, how much of the 10 molar solution do you need to dilute? Okay.
Alright, see, this is the one you gotta start at with the milliliter.
You got to start out with the given amount of the species whose concentration you know. Listen, if you'll remember that phrase, that's how you start this kind of problem, and you start number 4. Listen to the phrase. You start with the given amount whose concentration you know. If you start with that each time, it's going to help you get a good start to the answer you need. Okay? So the given amount, we know the concentration of. Here's a given amount here, and we know the concentration of it. So we need 125 milliliters of the sulfuric acid. We need to find the formula for sulfuric acid. Sulfuric. When I have an IC ending, but no hydro on the front, 8. The sulfurate ion, or sulfate ion, is what we got. So you look on your common ions list. If you don't have this, and a lot of you have zeros for your practice test, you need to look at your practice test, your test references, and find the sulfate ion. Yes?
We don't need to use this pen because it's like smooshing.
Okay, well then I'll give you a different pen.
That's not the one that's smooshing, it was his that smooshed. Because I used that one, and that's mine, and I'm left-handed, so that's why I did that.
Oh, y'all choose my
Okay, guys, who has not signed the card? Alright. Alright, where's my blue pen?
Right here. Come on, man.
Yeah, I want that one back, thank you. Alright. Okay, I want you to sign the card, but you need to your main focus needs to be here. We need to find the formula for sulfuric acid. If there was hydro on the front, that'd be a different kind of acid. But since there's no hydro on the front, but there's an ick on the end, this is a sulfate ion we need. Sulfate, if you didn't make all the points you could possibly make on the practice test, you need to have your test references out and look this up. Find that sulfate ion.
If there was hydro, would it be hydrogen sulfate?
What now?
If there was hydro, would it be hydrogen sulfate?
No. If there was a hydro on the front, it would be you'd be using a sulfide ion. That's sulfur with a 2 negative charge. Okay? There's another example of that in number 4. I'll show you. Okay? So the sulfate ion is SO4 with a 2 negative charge. Now you need to, I'm trying to get you guys to practice and look at this stuff. I'm practically begging you to do it. Do I have to go around and enforce it? Give you a grade for doing it? If it's an acid, you've got to have hydrogen ions attached to it. We have a 1+ charge on this hydrogen ion. We have a 2 negative charge on this sulfate. We need a formula that has a 0 charge overall. So we need coefficients in front of these that will give us a math problem that gives us that 0. So I need 2 of these and 1 of these. So I need 2 particles with a plus charge. Need 1 of those. And so to show I have 2 hydrogens in a bonded formula, the coefficient becomes a subscript here, H2SO4, and there are no charges in the formula. The charges have been canceled out. So now this is H2SO4, and that goes over 1. We use the concentration that goes along with that, volume, and 1.25 molar is the same thing as 1.25 moles of H2SO4 over 1 liter of H2SO4 solution. Okay? By the way, I'm sorry, this should be H2SO4 solution here in the beginning. Okay, so that means I can cancel all of this and all of that right now. Then I'm going to take the other concentration, the one I'm starting with in the actual dilution, and I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to put the 10 moles, I'm sorry, that's moles of H2SO4. And I'm going to put the 1 liter of H2SO4 solution on the top. I can now cancel moles of H2SO4. I can cancel liters. So when I'm done now, I'm going to have milliliters of H2SO4 solution, which is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for how much of this solution do I need. All right, now this is the 10 molar solution. And we got two different solutions here. We've got a 1.25 molar and a 10 molar solution. We need to be careful about which one this is.
Okay, 1 second. Alright, at the beginning you got 1.25 because that's your starting amount, right?
Right.
Or 125 because that's your starting amount.
Mm-hmm.
Over 1, and then you do times, how'd you get 1 liter?
Because molarity is moles per liter.
Okay, 1 liter.
So molarity, we said, is moles of solute per liters of solution. So all I did was take the molar concentration, the problem, and make it into a fraction.
Okay, so the milliliter equals 1 liter of the solution. And how'd you get this top number?
This number?
Yeah.
Right there. I'm sorry, right there. 1.25 molar is 1.25 moles per liter.
Okay, and then where did you get the 10?
From right here, 10 molar. 10 molar is 10 moles per 1 liter.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds good.
All right, we need to round this off to 3 digits. Final answer then is 15.6 milliliters of the 10 molar H2SO4 solution. Okay?
Is that?
You have a question?
The only way I'm going to be able to do this on this is if you leave an example up.
No, I can't leave an example up, but if you get stuck on it, I can help you at that point. Okay?
But then you're going to get points off.
Yes, you'll have to lose some points, but
You take points on better than failing. How many courses have we taken?
Can I go to the bathroom?
I hope.
Can you not like take 3 points there?
That depends on the question you're asking me and how much information you have already before I actually answer the question. Because something, like I had somebody in first period ask me a question that only cost them 1 point on a question. Okay, because they had almost all of it, they'd be missing one little thing on it.
So say you got like everything except for those last, except that last little line right there where it's got the 1 liter and then all of it, yeah. So you got everything but that.
Say you're up to this point, you don't know what to do next?
Yeah, like, yeah.
Well, it depends on how I have to answer the question. But if all I have to say is you're going to use the 10 molar for the next conversion. If that's all I have to say to remind you, that's worth a point. If I have to tell you how to set it up, that may be worth more points. Okay? I don't know. It depends on the question and on how much I have to help you with. It depends on the number of points the question's worth. It depends on how much help you need.
You put number 1 back up there real quick. Just I can't remember what the last one.
You need to do your homework. Okay, number 3. Number 3. So number 3 says, explain how you would use the answer above to prepare the solution that you're actually trying to prepare. Okay? So in the answer above, we found that we had 15.6 milliliters of the 10 molar H2SO4 solution. I can see. Okay. So what you do is you take that amount you calculated, you put it in a container, and dilute that amount to the amount you need. Once you find out how much of it you need, of the original solution you need, that's how much you're going to dilute to the volume you're looking for. So you just state it that way. You take the, what is it, 15.6 milliliters? 15.6 milliliters of the 10.00 molar H2SO4 solution. Put it in a container. That measures 125.0 milliliters and fill with water to the 125 milliliter mark. Okay? That's it. That's how you dilute it. Okay?